Okay, continuing on in our analysis of the Trump shooting. Sorry, stealing that from Jeff Ostroff. And you should go to his channel, Jeff Ostroff. Uh, and he does great analysis of what really went happened and looking at all the facts. He lays it down pretty well. So on August 30th, the FBI had a press release or a report, preliminary, I guess, and of interest. And Mr. Thomas Crooks' blood was tested, no alcohol or drugs of abuse. Okay, that was very subtle distinction, but it was there. So we don't know. To me, that infers that he may have been on some kind of other prescription medicine of some sort, maybe pure conjecture. And will we know? That could be propriety information, and we might not be able to get that. So let's see, and the overseas email. So let's clarify that. These weren't some spy, high-tech secret accounts shuffling, money around. These were normal encrypted accounts that one finds all over the internet, probably like hush mail or the equivalent of that. They are encrypted, but they're very common. Nothing, and and then it's like there's a sentence omitted because it's an awkward non sequitur. However, comma, we continue to analyze and identify and exploit subjects' accounts. So they're not telling us much there. I probably just not finding much. If this kid was I think I said this the first video, he's a computer expert. He's obviously highly intelligent. That's been established. He scrubbed his trail, Of course he was on the internet chatting around with people, but, get on the dark web, find him there, I guess. But I think that's not able to be cracked. I don't know much about that. My one subscriber would know more. So anyway, however, let's keep going. And some video came out of him walking down that airstrip adjacent to the grounds, and he was talking tall. He's very tall. I didn't know that. Walking very upright. A man on a mission. It looked to me dressed for the cargo shorts. He was on a mission, so we don't know. And that brings me to my next question. Still, we don't know if that rifle was a 223 or was it outfitted for a 5.56 caliber bullet. And we also don't know how many. A 5.56 can fire both types, but if it's outfitted for a 223, probably it can only fire that. Cannot fire the larger cartridge. We still don't know how many bullets were left. The rifle was pictured, and it did not have a bump stock. So the way that Crooks is pointing with it up against this cheek, and it got fractured, and then he got shot through, it said it went into the left side of the mouth and out the right ear. So his head was slightly turned from the position, which has been determined. The county sniper on the grounds just before the fence separating the two properties shot him. Or excuse me, the guy on the barn, the south barn, that shot through his mouth and out his ear. Interesting, same as Trump, out his right ear. One of those little things. So where's the blood on the gun? If he had the gun, if he was shooting, if he was in position to fire. So I am thinking, and I got nothing, and I think I said this in the beginning, there's just something strange about that 10-second interim. And was he trying to surrender, would be my question. I want to know if the guys who went up on the roof the first, did they kick the weapon away or not? I want to know. There's body cam, let's see it. And that's a valid question. Was he trying to surrender is all I want to know. And I'm not saying he was or wasn't. I just think that something's, and we just found out about that. And that second shot, or really the first shot, the immediate shot, we really just found out about that like 2 weeks ago. Why? Especially when Roe got up and said there was only 9 shots. when he got up on the, I think it was the 23rd of July, and gave that press conference and told us a lot of nothings, including misinformation, which he carefully stated. So they're protecting the Butler guys again. He carefully stated there was 9 shots fired, 8 from Crooks and 1 from the Secret Service. He totally omitted the Butler sniper. I want to know why. Because he's covering. These guys are all cops. I'm sorry, but cops be cops. And they don't want this this team in the county who messed around and didn't watch their post. Or I want to know more on what happened with those guys up in that second floor, the Beaver ESU guys, and the one Greg Nickel who talks about leaving his post to go searching for Crooks, and then reporting Crooks was walking away towards the sheets, which infers he's leaving the scene as Crooks was getting on the roof around the corner. All right, am I going conspiracy theory? No. Am I? Maybe. I mean, if there's conspiracy in all this, it's that. If questions need to be answered, it's that about that local guy walking around. And then they're also on Jeff Olstroff's channel, OLSTROFF. He's got a lot of videos, but they're titled well. So just search for the Greg Nickel. And there's some stuff about him coming back to get his rifle. One officer came out with the rifle, leaned it up against the rail, and it wasn't clear if it was Mr. Nickel or not who came to get it. Oh, this is almost 7 minutes, so I'm running on too long. All right, so that's it, I guess. If anybody ever writes about this, it should be called the Thomas Crooks affair. The Thomas Crooks affair. All right. Bye.